there, I'm Danny Flexen for Seconds Out with one of our rare but usually important breaking news alerts. And it's been revealed in the last 30 minutes as I record this that the long awaited Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury undisputed heavyweight title unification contest has now been signed by all parties involved. So we can breathe a huge sigh of relief and now start to look forward to what will be certainly commercially and maybe overall the biggest fight in British boxing history. Now, it may not take place in Great Britain with the COVID restrictions still in place, and even though the first fight of a two-fight deal is not expected to take place until around June, late June or early July, I don't think even by that point, the COVID restrictions will have eased enough to make it commercially sensible for the first fight between the two Brits to take place in their home nation. So it brings the Middle East into play, the likes of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and so on, Dubai, of course, where we've seen big fights take place in the not too distant past. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. Obviously, Tyson Fury, we've heard him talking to the media as recently as Friday night, I think it was, about his frustrations with how long this process is taking and what his next move is going to be. But all that can be kind of forgotten about now, as Eddie Hearn spoke to ESPN and then shortly afterwards to Sky Sports and confirmed that all parties involved, so I'm guessing that means Fury, his promoters, Bob Arum for Top Rank, Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions, and the Joshua side via 258 Management, and of course Matchroom Boxing, of which Hearn is the head honcho, have now agreed the fight that we all want to see. Fury, WBC champion, going up against Joshua, who holds the Super WBA, WBO and IBF belts. And we will see an undisputed champion for the very first time in the four-belt era at heavyweight. And it's between two British heavyweights. The much maligned British heavyweight division, at least until the ascent of Lennox Lewis, can be maligned no more, or at least not for the time being, as we have the two best fighters in that division in the world. And we're going to decide once and for all who is the rightful number one and number two. First fight to take place, as I said, late June, early July. And then the second fight should be in the books before the end of the year. It is a two-fight deal with the money split down the middle. Things that still need to be sorted out, as Hearn alluded to in his comments, the site and the date. So where it's going to be, when it's going to be. And I guess to a lesser extent, because I'm sure these discussions have already taken place behind closed doors, how the broadcasting rights will be split. Fury has an exclusive deal in the US with ESPN. Joshua has I think a first and last deal with DAZN. Correct me if I'm wrong, people out there, but I believe he has a first and last, so they've got the right to match any other offers that he gets to broadcast his fights outside the UK and Ireland. And then back home, Fury, obviously his fights have been on BT Sport, Joshua on Sky Sports Box Office for a long time now. But DAZN have obviously since launched in the UK in quite recent times. So it'll be interesting to see what occurs there. But DAZN, so far at least, have not put any fights on or any shows on pay-per-view. They're a subscription service. So will it be Sky Sports Box Office? Will it be split between them and BT Sport Box Office, where Fury's fights have taken place? We wait to see how that develops. There's still a lot to be decided, but the most important thing is that it is signed and the fight will happen, number one, and probably number two as well, both this year. So coming off everything that's happened with COVID and boxing slowing down, we're going to get the biggest fight the sport has to offer this year, and that's good news. Let me know what you think. Early predictions welcome. I just wanted to let you all know as quickly as possible. You've probably already seen it in other places, but just in case you haven't, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury is on. Thanks very much for your time.